49ers. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. About that play action there, and it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
However you measure DeForest Buckner, 6'7", 6'8", it really doesn't matter. He looks like a basketball power forward, and the one thing that he always focuses on and concentrates on is leverage. How does he drop his pad level so he can get down there and compete with the blockers of the NFL?
Now let's go. Green 30.
To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, a 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the...
Here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're not going to get a playoff here as time will expire on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Play action. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
21.
snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 49 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Green.
They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
65.
They begin the drive with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coleman now. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
This is Breda. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Wait. 13.
Garoppolo on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Garoppolo now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Wait. 11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Throwing on second. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Like 20, like 80.
On first down, Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Like 80, 180.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jones. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go. 180!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
21!
They run with Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Breida. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Garoppolo hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Like 80! 180! 13! 13!
Here's Burrito. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
180! 120!
Garoppolo now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold to add the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, landed.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Set. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know the discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Again, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team. Ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Like 80! 80! 13! 13!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20! 180!
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
20! 180! 11, 11. 65, 65.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A nice job on the return there. Yards. And possession will switch. Hence heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And this is a spot where you can learn a lot about a young quarterback.
And that's why they brought him into the organization, because you don't just bring them in strictly for their talent. You think that they have that something special in them that will allow them to function in these types of situations. Now it's time for them to be clinical and not emotional. You know your play sequence. You know what has to get done. Give the ball to the right people, get out of bounds, and get it downfield and try and score.
And he's trying to earn his stripes here for a winning drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Crabtree has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. They'll look to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. To throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try run forward with Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Tucker now following the made field goal set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got room. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
21.
Right back to him on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
13. 11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 25. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.